This tutorial is how to use the Gradebook tab on myGCC. So first go to the homepage of the course that you want to use, go to the Gradebook tab on the left, and there are a lot of different options you can do for the gradebook. So we're going to start with view the full gradebook, and then all of those options will then be in a tab across the top. So for the full gradebook, it will list all the different students, and it will have their grades in each of the different modules that you've had so far, and their attendance or whatever else there may be that needs to be factored in, as well as their final grade. So that is the full gradebook. The evaluations are attendance, and then you can add any evaluation that you want. Perhaps you have class participation grade. This is useful for anything you have that is an offline activity, such as class participation or anything else that you would want. Choose how many points it's scored out of, if it's an extra credit, or if you don't want the student to see their grade until there is a grade for it. And then any description, and then click Save. This also, by default, shows attendance, and you can decide if you want to include it in the final grade, or if you click the X if you don't want it included in the final grade. So that's the evaluations. The final grade weighting shows the breakdown of the weight per module and for the overall in the class. Right now it's on the point method. You change the weighting method by clicking up here, and then you can choose which method you want. Each one of them is explained, and it will show you when you click them what it looks like when it goes back to the home page. So the manual method, you enter each student's final grade, and the custom method, you decide what things you want weighted more heavily than others. The unit method, every unit will be weighted equally, and then the assignments will change within that, and then the type method changes. You can have tests weighted more heavily than readings or assignments. So you can choose what weighting method you want there. You can also on this page drop how many lowest scores you want of students so that it will affect their overall grade, and if you want that to even be an option. You can also drop individual assignments manually on the student detail screen. Lastly, there's the letter grade configuration tab. The myGCC default sets an A to be a 94 to 100. If you want to go to the more traditional scale, then you click change to a different grade scale, and then this box will appear up here. So it doesn't go to a new page, there's just a pop-up box. And you can go to basic, A, B, C, D, F, use this grade scale. It'll ask if you want to use it. If you haven't made any custom changes, then there shouldn't be any problems. To click OK. And then it will change to the different grade scale that you've chosen. So then to go back to the main gradebook page, when you click a student's name, their assignments will come up. Excuse me. The assignments will come up down here of what they've done, what their grade was, and if you want to drop it. It'll also say if you have any feedback, if you want to add feedback comments or whatnot for the student, or if you want to give them extra credit. It's a lot easier to grade for students if you go to the coursework tab instead and grade an assignment for everybody at once rather than go to the individual student on the gradebook. So that is the Gradebook tab on myGCC.